Winter update coming soon! New tree, spell, potion, and upgrades.
Indigo Dragons.
Welcome fellow Clash addicts, this is Merlin of Indigo Dragons. We've had some sneak peeks from Supercell about the new winter update, plus some interesting Christmas tree videos. So we're going to summarise for you what we know so far, what's coming, and a little bit of speculation for you. Now this is the first video we saw of the Christmas tree, and if we zoom in closely we can see a Clash Royale crown on the bauble. Is that a sign of some Clash Royale theme things going on? And the other sign of Clash Royale was the log, which made an appearance at the end of the video, and it seemed to be very, very angry, perhaps jealous of the Christmas tree. So we got a second video that came out, which gave us shed a bit more light on the matter. But with hindsight, looking back at the first video, it does say on this board, "Who am I?" And there's a log with rage. She's obviously going to use a rage spell to do something. And then there's a picture of the village with a Christmas tree in the middle. And what happens in the second video is the log destroys the village pretty much, and particularly takes out the lumberjacks, crosses the lumberjack for chopping them down. And then finally takes out the Christmas tree and replaces it. And I think this is a sign that we're going to get this as a Christmas tree this year. A Clash Royale log Christmas tree with fairy lights on it. Now we also had the first skin for the Royal Champion, the Winter Champion. And we know that in the update we're going to get an extra 5 levels on the Royal Champion, which is meaning we're going to boost her Seeking Shield ability, and it will now be able to take out a bomb tower, for example, which you wouldn't have previously. And there's also been an announcement about changes to super troops and a new magic item, so now we're going to be able to boost super troops just for 3 days, so we can change them more frequently. Plus you're going to be able to boost more than one super troop at a time, and the cost of boosting super troops will be 25,000 Dark Elixir instead of the 50 or 60,000 that we might have paid before. So as well as being able to boost 2 super troops at a time, we can also train up the normal version of the super troop we have. So if we've got a super Valkyrie, we'll also be able to train up the normal Valkyrie as well. At the moment you can already donate the normal Valkyrie. And what's this new item then? Well, it's a super potion. If you have a super potion, you'll be able to use it to boost a super troop instantly without having to pay the cost in Dark Elixir. Super potions will be available in clan games as a reward, or you'll be able to buy them from the trader for 300 gems. So if your favourite is the super archer or the super minion, don't fear, you'll be able to have them trained at the same time, or perhaps you'll opt to have a super Valkyrie. And if you love the Super Valkyrie as I do, then check out our How to Draw the Super Valkyrie video. So what building upgrades will there be? Well, there'll be a spell factory upgrade. It won't give us any more storage space, but it's going to give us a new spell, which is the Invisibility Spell, which makes literally everything invisible. So if you drop it on your troops or heroes, it's going to make them invisible to defences. It won't make your heroes invisible to healers though, for example. But it will also make defences invisible. Now if you make a defence invisible, it means that your troop is going to be redirected and retarget onto another defence. So this could be used for pathing your troops through a base, or for pathing a queen walk by getting her to ignore particular defences so she moves on. And that might be used to help draw your queen back into the base if she's wandering off. Or it might be to take out key defences like eagle artilleries, and it will also hide your troops from things like single inferno. So if it hides from a single inferno, it will reset the power of the single inferno as it's ramping up. With clan castle troops, if they're coming towards you and you drop an invisibility troop on your troops, then the clan castle troops are going to wander off somewhere else, or they'll just stop and wait. So it'll be useful for being able to control what's going on in the battlefield a little bit. It's going to make the gameplay much more interesting, and to use it really well is going to require a lot of skill and careful positioning of the spell. So you don't want to drop an Invisibility Spell on your troop to make it invisible to a defense that is attacking, and then find that you've also made that defense invisible to your troop too, which means it goes and wandered off onto something else. It won't work on siege machines and walls, and it won't protect you from traps like bombs, but it will work on bats and skeletons from bat and skeleton spells. So let's take a look at the other building upgrades. Well, the Expo is going to upgrade and increase in its damage per second and hit points. The giant bomb's going to be upgrading as well, and also the air bombs. The hit speed of the scatter shot has been increased and the damage per second will be reduced by 10, but the main thing is the scatter shot's hit points will be increased quite dramatically, making it even harder to take out with lightning spells, for example. Now, another change coming: when you've used your barbarian king or your queen in battle, perhaps you haven't used their special ability, which has a health recovery. Well, if you haven't used it, you will still use that, regain some of that health in terms of how quickly the hero recovers after the battle, so that you can use them again. A very minor change is that when you're in base edit mode, you'll be able to swap walls segments around. So if you've got different level walls, you'll be able to move a lower wall and swap it with a higher level wall, like you would swap buildings around in the base editor. We will also see an improvement in the AI of troops and heroes, improving their use of their line of sight to decide targets, so that they don't end up hitting walls instead of just moving around to attack a nearby defense. In the builder base, when the cannon cart gets pushed back, it will be able to retarget instead of just rolling back towards its target where it got pushed away from. And the clan castle will no longer take damage from lightning spells. You won't be able to just zap a clan castle and get rid of it before its troops come out using lightning spells anymore. It will behave much more like a storage and be immune. Now, in the season challenges, you'll now be able to opt to receive 5 gems, only 5, if your resources are full and you can't claim the resources. There'll be some changes to the builder-based tasks in clan games as well, to make them more in line with what you get for home village tasks. And in the season rewards, you'll be able to navigate the road a bit more easily to find the rewards you haven't claimed yet. So you should have some arrows to jump to the next item that you haven't collected yet. And in the shop, there'll be a new cosmetics tab where you can browse and purchase any previously available cosmetics like hero skins when they become available to purchase for gems. And finally, young players will now be able to create a Supercell ID using an email address of a trusted adult or guardian. So we're expecting more sneak peeks of the new things that are coming in the winter update of Clash of Clans in the next few days. But I also wanted to just show you this image, which was shared on the official Clash of Clans Instagram account some time ago, and it appears to show a Builder Hall 10, and it says about using the troops to attack. So are we going to see some sort of new versus battle in builder base where we can use troops to defend against troops that are attacking and control them somehow, perhaps in a bit of a Clash Royale sort of way? I don't know, but they have got Seth on the development team now. Seth was a developer for Clash Royale, and he's now moved over to Clash of Clans. So is he going to bring some ideas like that along? We'll have to see, but I don't think we'll be expecting a new town hall, so hopefully we'll get a new Builder Hall 10. So wishing you all a Merry Clashmas or Logmas, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.